giggle. I'm too tough for that. Giggling is for the weak, okay? I do a hearty guffaw. I laugh like a Viking warrior. Hello, governor. Wait a minute. Welcome. I'm definitely not the giggler. That's one thing I'm not. I'm still eating, though, because I'm very hungry. Yo! Hello. Good to see you. Slurp that shit up, piggy. You think that's going to discourage me from eating? It's not. I'm too hungry. I don't care what you say. You can say oink, oink, oink. You can say piggy, piggy, piggy. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I'm hungers. All this eating, no wonder he's a stomper. Oh, now you're just calling me fat. Okay. Now we're not even pretending. Now you're just calling me fat, which is not a nice thing to do. As I just showed up. I wanted to say hi. I want to see how you guys were doing. I want to kick off this Monday right. And we're starting off on the wrong foot. You're a bad influence on Doug. He did a reaction. Wait, what do you mean? Doug's never done a reaction before? That's the first reaction Doug's ever done? I don't believe it. Wait, I'm going to chew. No, I'm not going to do mic on. Bro put his whole face in that bowl. Please stop judging a hungry man for eating food. You guys are crazy. It's like if I was wandering through the desert and I saw an oasis and it had water in it. And I'm so thirsty. And I crawl up there and I go, start slurping the water. And then you guys come out from behind the palm tree and you're like, wow, really slurping that water, little slurp boy. It's like, yeah, I'm fucking thirsty. Someone's a real camel. It's like, bro, why are you mocking me? I am thirsty. Bro really stomping through the oasis. I assume I would not be stomping if I had been traveling through the desert on a horse with no name. Hello, it is great to see you. Happy Monday. How was your weekend? How was your Sunday? I went to medieval times for my friend Ashkon's birthday. I'm saying his name because he wants me to dox him. He told me. I'm gonna tell you, he's actually kind of brain rotted, bro. He has a good job. He has a legitimately good job. And he told me, he's like, bro, I don't want to do this job. I want to be an influencer. He's like, you need to shout me out on your stream. So I'm shouting out Ashkon. He's got a good job. It's crazy. We're cooked. Society's cooked, bro. He's got actually a good job. He's better than me already. Why compare? Why do that? So did you? Yeah, but I put in 5 years. Okay, I put in 5 years. And I was very hesitant to leave it. A little different. And I wouldn't have left it if I wasn't going to do off-brand. Fucking fat lot of good that did me. The greatest business idea of all time. At least I was able to yoink a cool 3 million from Ludwig's pockets. But if it wasn't for that, it would be a total waste of time. Damn. All right, fucking tasty. That is fucking tasty. I'm chatting from Poland. It's 4 a.m. I can see why EU frogs hate me. I'm extra late today. I fully admit it. I'm extra late. It's on me. It is on me. Actually, I did have stuff to do, and I did do stuff. And I did make slides today. But I also played TFT. The fucking new set of TFT is actually crack fucking cocaine right to my fucking neck. I'll be honest with you. It really is. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I played, like, normally I'd play a game or two TFT. It's fine. Now I'm playing like 4 or 5. I'm playing way more. This is the best that they ever had. And it's funny because I think like 1 week ago I was on this stream saying it's the worst set ever. I think 1 week ago I was like, bro, this set fucking sucks. We should bring it back. I want it to be all gambling. No, it's low key. It's low key. Well, I said it was too skill based. And then what happened is I got a little bit better at it. And now I'm like, I feel like I'm fucking Neo in the Matrix. I feel amazing. I understand it now and I nod. I'm sorry. I am like saying a sentence and then shoveling rice in my mouth and then saying another sentence. I'm sorry. I'm very hungry. Whole face in bowl is crazy. And it really, I want to let you know from my POV, it's not fun to be judged on the way you eat your fucking rice bowl. It is not fun to like want to eat a bite and then think that other people will tell you how incorrect it was or how your face was too close to the bowl. Didn't need to lay stream to eat food. Now he's eating on stream. You really got to the bottom of it, Sherlock. Yeah, I did. I didn't get to finish because I was still working on my slides. So I'm doing one. Okay, I'm muting and I'm gonna oink out. Okay, I'm gonna pig out, right? I'm gonna get one big pig slop. Okay, done. That felt uncomfortable. That felt uncomfortable. Eating that while a bunch of people said oink, 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 oink was uncomfortable. That was not fun for me. That was not fun. I'm not becoming a mukbang streamer, that's for sure. Didn't enjoy it. Did not enjoy that experience, but I was hungry and now I'm full. Oh yeah, I feel way better. How the hell are you guys? How the hell are you on this fine Monday? Someone tell me. Oh, so I went to Medieval Times with Ashcon for his birthday. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Medieval Times. I have not. This is my first time going. It's like a big arena. It's like this, dude. They seat you and then they give you like a color. Like if you're here, it's like you cheer for the red and yellow knight. And then your knights like fight and joust and shit, and you're like, more mead. And you just ask for chicken legs and stuff. I got a turkey leg. It was good. I mean, it was good. It was good. I mean, it was a fun time. I had no idea what to expect, but it was fun. Made you really nostalgic for my childhood. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's like wrestling. It's LARPing wrestling. Like they're like like it's all scripted. It's not a real joust. The red knight will like knock the green knight off his horse, and then the green knight will like throw his shield up in the air, then grab an axe from the wall and swing it really slowly, and the guy will block. You know, it's like it's not spoilers because apparently they change it every day, or at least often. Otherwise, you would know what would happen. But I mean, it's the same basic script. They just change who wins. They change it by whoever claps the most. Is that real? That would make so much sense because the winner of the night was the Green Knight at our place, and they by far had the loudest crowd. It was like a bachelorette party. It was like a group of people who worked at a hospital who were all there, like 30 of them. They were all in the green section and they were fucking roaring. And our section was like, I didn't even like my night that much. Honestly, I was like, take it or leave it. I was like, bro, get up. Like, put a little more hustle in. So I was. Did you make a poly market bet? Basically. Rachel, who you guys have seen on stream for the dating episode, she was there. She bet me $10 on green night. I, like an idiot, bet on my night. Lost 10 like a fucking fool. Couldn't even. Oh, but then, okay, here's. So, like, I really enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. It was a very fun time, and the food was better than I thought. I thought it'd be worse, but it was good. But, you know, like 2/3 of the way through, my night, which was the red and yellow night, just gets absolutely fucking killed by this guy in a betrayal. It's like wrestling. He's the heel. This guy kills my guy, like stabs him in the back, and then goes to the crowd and goes, "What? Any problem?" And we're all booing. Boo, boo, you fucking cheater. And, but then my guy's dead. I lost the bet, and I don't care anymore with the story. So I propped up my phone on my mead tanker. They didn't give you utensils, by the way. They said no utensils. You have to eat with your hands, like the medieval times. And I'm like, bro, they definitely had spoons. So I had to drink my soup out of the bowl by holding the bowl up. They definitely had spoons. 100%. I was there. I remember it. I remember having spoons in my childhood. So I had to lift up the bowl. So anyway, they can't give me a fucking, you know what? They can't give me a fucking spoon, but they can sell me a mango slushy margarita from the bar for fucking $28. I'll tell you that. Shockingly, they don't seem to care about accuracy when it comes to me buying a fucking light up cup margarita. But whatever. So I buy the margarita, and I'm getting a little loose, and I prop my phone up on my mead tanker, and tankered, and I watch the Lakers game. And I watched the Lakers game. And, I'm not going to tell you any more about basketball than you need to know. But last night was Lakers versus Suns. Suns is Stans' favorite team. Lakers is my favorite team. And I'm texting Stans as the game is going on. And it's very close. Razor close. And it's a pretty bad game. And honestly, the refs got way too involved. And, there's like some epic parts, but it's a sloppy game. Okay? Whatever. I'm not going to deny it. There's one part where LeBron James and Dylan Brooks are having a fucking, they're arguing. It's like a player from the Suns and LeBron from the Lakers. They're fucking like getting heat. Like they're over the course of the game, they're like sniping at each other. They're like elbowing each other. LeBron's getting pissed. And Dylan Brooks says something to LeBron. LeBron doesn't usually get this pissed, right? He's like an old man. Like he's past the time of caring this much. Dylan Brooks calls him a bitch or something. LeBron gets so heated, he's like trying to attack him. The ref gets in the middle, and then LeBron like shoves the ref. You're not allowed to put your hands on the ref. Like, usually you get ejected from the game. If you put your hands on the ref, you get ejected. But Braun probably has a little bit of Braun privilege. He's LeBron James after all. He doesn't get ejected. He gets a technical foul, but he doesn't get ejected. And so I'm texting Stans. Stans is watching the game at home, cooking. He's chefing up something good, probably something vegetarian. And when this happens and LeBron doesn't get ejected from the game, Stans gets so mad that he grabs a hot pan with his hands. Scorches his fucking hand, like second-degree burns, okay? And it's just, and then the Suns lose the game. Spoilers. So Stans has like the awful night. And I text him. This is what I texted him. I said, yeah, it was a bad looking dub for the Lakers. And I said, you know what? And you're right. I watched it back. Braun definitely put his hands on that ref. It was like the ref was a hot pan and LeBron's hands were your hands. Just fucking. That shit was a hoot, dude. Man, is the one of the most fun parts. Rather win ugly than lose pretty. Amen. Amen, baby. Because that's what I was like, you know what? You're right. It's a pretty ugly win. I totally get it. But internally, I'm like, dude, I'll take the dub. I'll take the dub. I'll take the fucking dub. A win's a win. Oh, dude, one more LeBron thing. Last thing I'll say. You know, LeBron's getting up there. He's obviously a legendary player, but he is 40. 41? 40. About to be 41. And the other team, Suns, get a technical. So anybody from the Lakers can walk up and take our free throws. And we need to hit these free throws. LeBron is like a decent free throw shooter. The coach, JJ Redick, goes, all right, send Luka. Luka's our star player. Luka shoots free throws all the fucking time. Are we? Well, yeah, I'm part of the team, as you can see by the shirt. And so Luka starts walking up there, and then LeBron like pushes him aside. LeBron just goes up. He just does it. Like he just ignores the thing and walks up there. You know? And it's like hold on, hold on, young blood. It's on the clutch. And then he fucking misses. That would be like a generational aura if you make it. But if you walk up there and it's like, all right, we need to make some clutch free throws, don't worry. The GOAT, James, is here. And then he misses. He does make up for it. But missing that, like, they go down by one with like a few seconds. Like, it's like the game is pretty much over. And then fucking Brooks fucking fouls again, throws the game. Boy, Brooks throws, dude. So honestly, it was kind of both of them trying to fuck it up. You're cooked if LeBron retires. I'm cooked. I'm not fucking cooked. The league rigged it to give me Luka. What would LA do if we didn't get the fucking rigged Luka trade? I'd be fucking screwed. Lakers are gonna be fine, bro. They're probably gonna put Giannis on our team. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. You ever been to Ren Fair? A couple times, bro. I'm a nerd. Don't you worry about that. I've been to Ren Fair a couple times. Oh yeah, one more thing. Last thing I'll say, just because, bro, you know, it's like an important game. It's a regular season game, but like it's a close game. It's an intense game. And LeBron in the downtime is practicing his golf swing. It's like, stay locked in, Unc. Stay locked in, bro. That's GOAT shit. He wasn't bad. Honestly, Luka looked worse. Luka chucked up like fucking 33s. Missed like all of them. He top golfs? Maybe he does. I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe he's out there with Zoomers, revitalizing the sport of golf. Favorite underrated Laker all time? Underrated? I like Rick Fox. I like Rick Fox. Oh, you got him. Hey. Low-key LeBron James is underrated. They call him King James. He's in every GOAT discussion. He's underrated. Interesting. I think Bronny James is underrated. That guy's the future of the league. He's so good you don't glaze enough. I glaze LeBron James all the time. Okay? I played the LeBron James fucking song like 100 times. I'm a LeBron James. It's insane, dude. It's insane. We don't have to go into it, but it's fucking crazy. He's been dominating the league since he first came in like 2003. You know, nowadays they sell throwback jerseys that are just from different times that LeBron still played. He was around when they wear the fucking throwbacks. It's like LeBron was around for that. He played it when it was a real jersey. Maisie, good to see you. Did you see Leon Kennedy? I did. I didn't see him in the way you see him. All right. It just looked like Leon Kennedy, but I'm sure it was like a massive thing. It was an oomph thing, as you say here. I see him sexually. I didn't see him sexually. I didn't see the subtle curve of his jaw, you know? I didn't see the way his hair cascaded over his beautiful eyes. That's not like the part of him I saw. I did see that he is able to shoot zombies with a gun. I did see that part. That was no doubt on my mind that I saw that. In a sexual manner. I think he's just going to shoot him like in an effective murdering manner. Oh, that's fine. You can keep lying to yourself. All right, that's fair. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this out. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Appreciate that. Leon Kennedy is a fan of Alex Jones. The character Leon Kennedy is a fan of Alex Jones, the real life conservative podcaster. I have no reason to believe that. I have no reason to. Leon's complex. I guess he is. Betray your people and become a Warriors fan. Steph needs your PR skills. Steph needs something else, bro. Didn't Steph just drop fucking 48 points or something and his team still lost? Yikes, dude. Yeah, he needs a fucking team around him. Old man's still putting up numbers. Speaking of games, wait, okay, I'm about to fucking record here in a second about the Australian social media ban, but I do want to talk about the Silksong because I got a DM from Team Cherry. I'm not kidding, actually. Leth from Team Cherry DM'd me 2 hours ago, and it was a winky face. He sent me a winky face on DMs and then said a link to teamcherry.com.au. I thought it was a fucking crypto scam. I was like, is Leth crypto scamming me? So I clicked the fucking link, and what do I get? But this. Silksong Sea of Sorrow. The Triple S. 2026 free for all players. Isn't that fucking crazy? Other indie devs probably fucking muttering to themselves angrily. Oh, your fucking 7-year-long game that you charged only $20 for, you're now putting a free DLC out? Interesting. Anyway, we can all agree the funniest part of this hilarious comedy trailer is this part. They still got the jokes. I love that they still have the jokes. They still have fun with it. You know, they still make these funny fake dates. It's hilarious. It's almost like iconic because it brings back the vibe from our Silksong or our Hollow Knight. Now we can go back to Silk posting. The best part of it, look, it turns out they realized, Team Cherry realized the game was too hard for 99% of players to care. What they really liked was Silk posting about the game coming. That was what everyone enjoyed. That's where primarily all the audience came from, was sitting there and talking about it and performatively being a Hollow Knight fan, not actually playing and beating the game. And so they're like, okay, well, quickly, we'll just rush out a DLC announcement so that you can keep pretending. In all actuality, I mean, I guess they probably believe this will happen. Maybe it will. Maybe they've cooked it up. Maybe they've got this shit down to a science. It would be awesome if this came out next year, bro. I loved Silksong. A DLC would be right up my alley, especially if it had like a God Home situation. That would be fucking awesome. When did Hollow Knight DLC come out? Like how long? When did Hollow Knight DLC come out? Oh, it was like the same year. Hollow Knight released 2017 February. DLC was out 2017 August. Maybe they'll do it, bro. Maybe they'll do it. Dude, imagine it comes out January 1st. That shit would be crazy. That shit would be nutty. Expedition 33 has a DLC coming out next year. Just so they can fucking win best DLC at the Game Awards over Silksong again. Fucking French have no... It's so greedy. so fucking greedy. They want every fucking award. Every fucking award stretching into next year. Maybe they'll have a DLC where the fucking characters take a shower. So they don't fucking stink. Okay? Are you going to restock your Enron hats? What do you mean restock, bro? Failco's.co. Well, they're stocked. Bro, they're fucking stocked. They're stacked and they're stocked. Maybe the Lakers has that, but that's it. Everything else is in. I don't understand how E3 was fun to play. I feel like it was just turn-based battle game. I'm not the world's biggest Expedition 33 fan, but this is such a crazy take. Yeah, that's a type of game. People like it. Like, I don't understand how chess is fun to play. It's like it's literally just you're just moving pieces in turns. I just don't understand how like fucking Mario is fun to play. It's like you're just jumping around as a plumber. Like what the I don't understand. It's just type of game, and it has a good storyline. I just simply don't think that it is fair for Jeff Keighley to invite the entire nation of France to show up in berets and steal every American award. That's just what I think that's unfair to me. Even if the game's good. Dirty hat. Time for an upgrade, chat. Failco.co. The hat's not. I guess my hat is a little dirty. I guess it's well worn, is what it means. Hat upgrade! This hat's low-key dirty, too. I got some dirty hats, bro. Okay. Same hat? No, different hat, bro. Different hat. That's the problem with wearing Enron hats literally 24/7, bro. They get dirty from use. Anyway, that's really cool about Silksong. That's fucking awesome. I wonder what the comments are saying. Wait, what are the comments saying on the YouTube video? Dude, it got 600K views in 3 hours. Top comment. Dude, the comments are actually pretty good. The comments are pretty good. They used the tears from their fans to make a sea of sorrow. How poetic. Hey guys, we're having so much fun developing Sea of Sorrow. We're making a standalone game. And then we see it in 2043. It used to be believable. Yeah, that's what I said. So the first thing I said to Leth was like, I said, real? Question mark. Like, a Team Sherry employee is DMing me, and I'm like, this is real? Come on. Come on, bro. Don't try to fucking... Silksong Water Level. The long-awaited Hollow Knight series beach episode. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Feels like an elaborate silk post, to be honest. Feels like an elaborate silk post, but we will see. Maybe it's already done. Maybe it's cooking. I don't know. I'm excited. And so the cycle begins again. They said they sold over 7 million copies, plus however putting people. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. The game did super well, right? It was crashing Steam. It's funny because they made their money back before anyone played the game. Like, the first 15 minutes of selling the game made all the money back from development, and no one had actually played it or reviewed it yet. It was they made your money back for your 19 copies. I didn't buy 19 copies. I did. Hey, Skigma, thank you for the 25 months. The Home Demon 360, thank you for the 57 months. Okay. It's good too, because Leth is in massive car debt. It's good because they put all the development expenses on buy now, pay later. And everybody on that team is fucking a degenerate gambler that bet it all on red and lost. So they needed the game to hit. Thankfully, it did. Thankfully, it fucking did. Unfortunately, despite selling 7 million copies and splitting it only 3 ways, max, none of them can afford a house in Sydney. They're not quite there. They're close. They're close. But they're not quite there. Unfortunately. Glizzy Man, Dandy Chicken 69. Why would you choose that as your online presence? Glizzy Man, Dandy Chicken 69. Why would that be how you want to present yourself to the world? What about like Dave 98 or something? You know, something a little fucking easier to get around. People say says Atrioc. What the fuck's wrong with Atrioc? Atrioc's a great fucking username. Atrioc, big A. Got it long, it's got a short. You can do like. It's good. It's a good name. Don't say sure. That's not an argument. Don't go sure. Like you guys argue like probably because you are fucking teenagers. You guys argue like teenagers. Like if someone makes a point, you just go, okay. It's like what? It's not. That's not a fucking. I'm 55, buddy. You're 55. You're 55 years old. Because I scroll up in your chat and you said, I'm expecting to graduate college in a couple months. Did you go back that late? And then I scroll up again, okay? You said, Atrioc, stay woke, but you spelled woke wrong. And you said it like 14 times. And then you said, you said, my school is giving scholarships for esports players, but only to new esports players. So my friends who are on the team are like, I'm just as good as these new guys and I'm playing for free. So you're mad? You're mad that someone else is getting? You're 55. Hey, yo, got any tips for college grads? Your vids got me hella anxious. I'm spiraling, bro. You're 55? I don't think you're 55, bro. You know what, though? This brings up a great topic. because I need to verify your age somehow. You say you're 55, but I don't believe you. So let's see. Let's talk about how that's relevant. I'm 72 and you can't prove otherwise. Well, in a different country, they're trying to. Now, you guys know, there's a lot of graphs that we've talked about or mentioned or shown on this stream that basically have a similar theme, which is that teens are getting more depressed, largely because of social media. Okay? If you're spending more time on social media, you're more likely to have mental health problems or depression or hurts your sleep, hurts your mental health. We're seeing the rise of that. We're seeing social media as the biggest threat to teens' mental health, above technology, bullying, pressure, and the state of society. Social media in general. We're seeing massive spikes ever since social media hit the mainstream in 2010 in depression, especially among teen girls, but even among teen boys. Although I guess around 2020 kind of leveled off. We understand it now. Teen boys just figured that shit out right around 2019. Maybe it was just being stuck at home and gaming. Anyway, maybe worst of all, other than everyone getting more depressed and anxious and higher mental health problems, they're also more distracted. The percentage of U.S. teenagers, and this is actually a global effect, who read in their leisure time has dropped to, I think, generational lows. In my lifetime lows. Half of them say they read essentially zero. Half of them essentially don't read at all. That's, it's massively up during this lifetime, and large of it is because of social media. So we get this combination. And the end state of it is that never before in our lifetimes have so many children and young people suffer from anxiety and depression and had difficulty reading and concentrating. Okay? We got worse reading, worse concentration, and unhappiness. All these graphs are bad. They go up and to the right, up and to the right, up and to the right. Bad. What can we do as a society to turn these graphs upside down? Okay? To get them back to the right direction. Go to a country that's upside down. Okay. All we have to do is fly to Australia, where they are attempting to tackle all of these challenges with a brand new under 16 social media ban. Here is the Prime Minister, Albo, explaining it.
Across Australia, those under 16 are starting their day a little differently, without social media. It's a big change, and we're the first country in the world to give it a crack. But it really matters. We know being a parent today comes with a whole new set of challenges. Algorithms, endless speeds and pressures no generation before has had to deal with. Today's change is about supporting you to keep your children safe online. Putting the responsibility right where it belongs, on the social media giants, not on parents. By banning social media for those under 16, we're giving children a childhood and parents more peace of mind.
So that was his ironic TikTok announcing this, which is banning TikTok for those under 16. And one thing he goes on to say in the news broadcast is that he really hopes that kids will get back outside, touch grass, and play footy with their friends. Get out there and play games. Which is why it's funny that one of the top comments was this. Giving children a childhood? Sorry, I don't want to play kick the can. Times change, buddy. Okay? So, reaction from those under 16 wasn't as extremely positive, but this all happened rather quick. I mean, why Australia of all countries? So, American psychologist Jonathan Haidt wrote this book a little while back called The Anxious Generation, basically saying that the phones are causing an epidemic of mental illness, that it's poisoning children's brains and their lives and ruining their concentration. This guy is an Australian politician, and his wife read the book, and she basically said, hey, you've got to read this book. You've got to do something about it. Okay, this guy is Peter Malinauskas. And so he starts championing this bill. which is like, we have to do something about it. We have to ban under 16 social media. He's a wife guy. He's a wife guy. He doesn't want his kids addicted to social media. So they start this Let Them Be Kids campaign. This is the idea. Let them be kids. We're going to get rid of social media and let them actually spend time outside, yada, yada, yada. And within 6 months, I'm not kidding, 6 months of her reading this book and saying this, this bill is now law, passed, and coming into action as the Great Australian Firewall. And I will say, there's going to be a wide variety of opinions on this, but as far as I can tell, when Australians are polled on this, not just in this poll, but other polls, they generally support it. However, it is worth saying that they don't really poll under 16s. They're not answering the surveys. So Australians as a whole, adults, support this ban. But people who are under 16, who are affected by it, generally hate it. They're very against it. And so when they woke up like 2 days ago, the first thing they see is, due to laws in Australia, you won't be able to use social media until you've turned 16. See next steps. Like, this is the login thing they got when they tried to log into their accounts on social media. And the entire world is watching because a lot of people in a lot of countries are talking about something similar and they want to see how it goes in Australia. I'll say it hasn't gone perfectly. Okay. Whether you like it or not, I want to break down why it's not going perfectly. First off, you have to pick which things you're going to ban. It's not like a blanket internet ban, it's a social media ban. So what classifies as social media? These are the platforms they chose. Facebook, Threads, X, Snapchat, Kick. Kick, kind of an honor to be mentioned. Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, and YouTube. But Kick is the smallest one here. And YouTube. These are the platforms that are banned for under 16s. All of these companies is now required to do their best effort of stopping under 16-year-olds from accessing the website. And if they don't put forward their best effort, and that's by the government's discretion, they get charged a multi-million-dollar fee, which we'll get into later. You may be noticing there's a lot of things missing, but there's probably 2 things missing that immediately jump out to you. Can you guys guess? What are the 2 things missing that like are prime candidates for under 16 brain rot? Everyone already guessed it. Roblox and Discord. Bro, Roblox and Discord not being banned if you're trying to stop under 16 brain rot? Plus Truth Social, where they get all their news. Maybe they're not banning Roblox because people are using it to become Australian patriots.
So many ways to love ya.
I'll get banned for that. People are becoming Australian patriots in Roblox. Maybe that's why it's not banned. But like in terms of hours usage per day, there's a huge cadre of young Australians for whom this is the biggest part of their day. This is the most addicted thing they are addicted to. So all these are exempt. Discord, I don't know, GitHub, is that a problem? Is GitHub a problem? These are the key ones. Discord, Roblox, and technically YouTube Kids. You know, because if you are a brain-rotted young Australian who is spending 8 hours plus a day on your phone and addicted to social media or addicted to the internet, these can fill all your time. You can literally still watch Roblox content, play Roblox, and chat about it on Discord. Like, this stuff is all on YouTube Kids. So I doubt they're stopping brain rot if people are still watching this Australian streamer steal a brain rot. I don't know that they're changing much. Online gaming has escaped Australia's social media ban, but critics say it's just as addictive. Now, I don't know where I stand. I think some games are pretty incredible and can teach you things. I feel like Minecraft is generally good for most kids. Like they can learn a lot. It's a safe. I don't know. I don't know where I stand on this specifically, but I do think that it's kind of weird when hours wise, social media and Roblox are about equivalent for a huge chunk of these kids, and you're only banning one half. All right, so back to this. So the ban comes in. You now have to be 16 or older to use TikTok in Australia or any of these platforms. You get this pop up. And you might think that's the end of that. You might think, okay, well, they figured it out.
This is world leading. This is Australia showing enough is enough.
2 million Australian children officially kicked off social media.
Things are not good over here.
This is the end.
Logging on to be told they were logged out. Messages like these sprayed Australia-wide.
Unless it turns out when you try to ban a bunch of degenerate internet-addicted kids from using the internet, they're going to fight back. And they went through a lot of different methods that are poking a lot of holes in this so-called social media crackdown. First off, you might notice this crazy-looking mask, because one of the ways you verify your age is by scanning your face. They have like AI detection to determine whether or not you're old enough. Well, it turns out you can buy a mask on Temu for $20.
I'm over 16.
Believe it or not, this $22 mask is capable of tricking the face scanning tools designed to guess your age. Sweet, sweet 16. From December 10, anyone living...
I have to watch it. They use the mask. But it's not just the mask. So they're buying Guy Fawkes masks. They're buying this mask. Even this mask right here has been proven to work. It doesn't work every time. Because it's AI and you can just keep doing it, people just repeat it over and over until it lets them through. So already it's a bigger flaw of the AI system than it is for anything else. But another way people are finding out is because gaming is not restricted. Steam is still available. People are just going into Death Stranding 2 photo mode because the most advanced AI detectors make you do actions like open and close your mouth, but you can do that in the photo mode as seen here.
I'm gonna give this a go, I guess. Start face scan. Oh, face scan didn't work. Come closer to the
scan
camera.
the face, and then it's like, okay, well, open and close your mouth to prove you're a human.
We're going closer. Open your mouth.
So he just goes to the menu and hits mouth open.
Close your mouth.
And then closes it.
Stay still.
And he's an adult.
It just did it. See that? Age group, adult.
So if they thought they had this figured out, if Albo thought this was going to be a day one victory, it's proving to be a lot more difficult than they thought. And to emphasize that, I pulled up this TikTok from earlier. Remember this TikTok that we started with? And I checked the comments. Every single comment on his announcement of the ban is a 16-year-old saying, ha ha, you didn't ban me. Hey, mate, still here. I love how no one has gotten banned on TikTok yet. How Anthony be feeling after unsuccessfully banning under 16s from social media. Buddy, everyone still has it. Why are they acting like they did so much? So the effectiveness was rather nil. Australian teams bypass social media ban. The Prime Minister, Albo, says it was a bumpy rollout. He admits it was a bumpy rollout. He said you can't switch off 1 million accounts across the board, but it is happening. And I respect the commitment, but it's going to be clearly a more difficult fight than they thought. Because additionally, well, I'll get into that in a second. I want to say, I think there's a fair criticism of this as, like, I think we can all agree that something has to be done, right? Something has. I don't know if it's a ban. I don't know what it is, but like just plugging our ears and changing nothing is clearly not working, as the graphs at the beginning are evidence of. Like we're absolutely getting a worse outcome for young people because of social media. There must be some sort of change. However, this particular path seems a lot like what you might call security theater, which is what like the TSA has been accused of being, because the TSA spends hundreds of millions of dollars and then independent studies show that it has like absolutely no effect. It's like, it feels like we're going to do this all advanced thing and have these AI age checkers and all this crap, and they're going to like make a big show of it to show they're doing something about social media, but it won't actually change youth's habits or their ability to use it. And I think there's a real shot of that. And one reason I want to point that out is because we've talked about this on this broadcast before, but there's a concept known as the Cobra effect after a almost mythological tale from India, when British controlled India, where Britain was trying to remove the cobras in India. So they made a law saying, if you bring us a dead cobra, a cobra skull, we'll pay you money. And instead of getting less cobras, people started breeding cobras. And there was massive cobra farms, and the cobra problem got worse than ever. If you create these bad incentives, like even if you have a good idea, it might backfire. And I think there's a good case for this social media ban, the way it's currently positioned as being a bit of a Cobra effect. The main immediate reaction for this ban in Australia was not like people getting off their phone and going out into the world and playing footy. It was downloading a different social media app. Like Lemon8, Yelp, Coverstar, and WhatsApp all immediately skyrocketed to the top of the Australian charts. Lemon8, by the way, is just a sister app of TikTok. So like one of the reasons they kept mentioning was like, we have a security vulnerability because China owns TikTok and they have a great influence over our culture. And so everyone just went to a different ByteDance app. It's not like a massive change. And Lemon8 is roughly the same algorithmic way to TikTok. So I don't think it was very effective. And the fact is, like, if you're going to a place called Yelp, you'll go anywhere. Like, it just shows that if kids are on their phone, like, if you haven't changed phone culture, then the app doesn't matter. If they can't use TikTok, they use Lemon8. If they can't use Instagram, they'll use Yelp. If they can't use Yelp, they'll use fucking Excel sheets like it's that music video from 99. They'll get in Google Sheets and talk. They'll do whatever. Like, they're not going to leave their phone. They're going to talk to each other, bro. They're going to find a way to make some social thing to get addicted to because they haven't changed the incentives that keep them in their house on their phone. So, additionally, the final reason it's all kind of for naught is that the easiest way around it is just simply to have a VPN. And Australian searches for VPNs hit the highest in 10 years right before the ban took effect. People are getting free VPNs and even paid VPNs at an insane rate. So their ability to like set their location to Norway and get around the system is like very easy. And now they're no longer having a problem. So again, there's ways I'm sure they can like plug some of these loopholes, but it's going to be a much more difficult, longer lasting cat and mouse game than I think they predicted. Additionally, the tech companies, Facebook, Google, ByteDance, they all hate this law, obviously, because it loses them customers. So they're basically only complying maliciously. They're complying to the bare minimum they have to count as reasonable steps. And the fine they get if they don't do reasonable steps is only $32 million. So it's like they're doing it. They're going to follow along and they're going to say we're doing our best effort, but they're not like super incentivized to deeply care and make like the latest and greatest tech for Australia to get around it. Additionally, children and parents who flout the ban have zero consequences. There is absolutely nothing you can do to anyone. If you see a kid under 15 on social media, there's no punishment, there's no problem. The only punishment is for the social media apps, and it's only this relatively minor amount. So the idea that there's going to be like really, really fast working turnarounds to plug every loophole, I think is kind of like mistaken. However, it's worth saying, and I need to say this, I'm kind of making fun of this ban because it's kind of been a shitty rollout. It's not working, and a lot of things you expect to happen are happening. Like all the loopholes are happening. I do agree that's a problem. I don't want to just make fun of it and say that we shouldn't do anything. And I'm not the only person saying this. Countries around the world are looking at Australia and being like, hey, look, at least they're doing something. There's a real push even in Congress to be like, hey, Australia's doing something. Why aren't you doing more to protect kids? It's bipartisan. There's a bipartisan push from people across the aisle to be like, we need to do something about social media. Countries across the world are trying to copy this ban. Governments are studying this decision. I looked it up, dude. I could find South Korea is trying to do teen media curbs. Denmark is doing under 15 social media ban. They say phones are stealing childhood. Denmark's doing it. Wait, I'm cutting it off. Spain is banning children under 16. France is banning children under 15. They're also banning, for some reason, websites selling knives to children in the same announcement. Is that a big problem in France? I don't. Are those the big two things? Social media and is it CSGO or something? Like, did he get confused with CSGO gambling? Or is there a big problem with children buying knives? That's weird. Malaysia is banning children under 16. Like, this is all happening now. Again, even 1 year ago, a lot of this stuff seemed unthinkable, but it's moved so fast. It moved so incredibly. Australia's the first, but a lot of them are right behind. Brazil is doing a law to regulate children's use of social media. So people are going to do something. And I think the key theme here across what we're seeing around the globe is that the governments of the world are no longer willing to wait. And I can't blame them. The problems are so profound, and the tech companies have figured out a strategy of just extend and pretend, of just basically like dragging it out. They just say, oh, we're working on it. Oh, we've got these new features, but nothing changes at all. And they just get another 5 years, another 5 years, another 5 years, another 5 years of like absolute profit off the minds and the backs of young people. And they make no changes to their algorithm, they make no changes to anything beneficial to society. And so people aren't willing to wait. And I do agree with this article I read, which said, at the end of the day, the person that's most afraid of this is like a Zuckerberg. The social media companies are most afraid of a safer internet that has different goals than maximizing use, maximizing watch time, maximizing algorithmic attention. However, I gotta say, I think the way this one's rolled out feels pretty stupid. I don't know that I have the solution though. I kind of wanted to put a question up here and ask if anybody has ideas for like a better way. What is a way? At the end of the day, I'm happy something is happening and I respect the attempt to try because we can't just wait. But this feels more like security theater than anything else. So I don't know. Credit check? Ask Cortana for help? Jail the kids? You think every child should be locked up until they're 16 and then we let them out and give them a phone? They can work in the coal mines. We can get them, put them to work. I mean, I don't even know if a ban's the right thing. I mean, in an ideal world, right, the parents would enforce this and parents would be like, hey, keep my kid off social media. But we just know that's not going to happen. So we got to be smarter than that. And I don't know. And I know there's a lot of under 16-year-olds who are like, hey, I need social media. It's really important. And I will just say, man, I don't know. I think it's cap, bro. I think it's cap. I think it's like, I think the way I read a lot of under 16-year-olds talk about this ban, and they make smart sounding arguments and they're really passionate about it. But it sounds to me like the way a heroin addict talks about how they like, they don't really need it. You know, they talk about it like they'll say anything, bro. It feels like cope. It feels like, but I do understand that like, if you give someone a phone, you put all their friends on the phone, and then you just ban the top apps, they're just going to do a different app. Like, it's not on them to change if that's how shitty it's rolled out. So, I don't know. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Well, let me see if there's anybody else, any comment I want to read. I do want to say, I mean, one last thing. So I've been working on this presentation a little bit, past few days. In the past few days, there was a major shooting in Australia, a country that already has pretty strict gun laws. And so it's a political firestorm there. I didn't really cover it here because it's a little too serious for this subject. However, the odds that they're going to get the political momentum to fix these problems quickly kind of are way lower now that everybody has turned their attention to the shooting. The shooting is like the big thing in politics right now for Australia, and it's less likely they can get the momentum for this. So I don't know. I'm just feeling this might be a flop. It might just be a failure. Maybe it'll work out in other countries. Maybe Australia will get changes made, but digital ID. And there's a problem with privacy too. I am a little bit concerned. I do think the momentum or the reasoning behind this at least in Australia, is because they would like kids to go outside and have better lives. I agree with that. But once you give the government access to like control and restrict social media easily, it is a tool that can be abused. It's like it's that kind of spooks me down the road. So I don't know. I don't know. Birth certificate. They can watch YouTube through Discord's media player. I mean, they can watch YouTube by tricking the app, like I said. But yes, they're way like as far as I can tell, nobody in Australia who wants to use social media is stopped. Nobody under 16. So that is pretty ineffective for how big the rollout was. But maybe they'll get there. It'll never stop 100% of the kids. No, I agree. And I think if you could get a huge chunk of them, I think it's a fair argument. If you can get 80% of the kids banned and only the extreme grinders can find ways through, or if it's like so annoying that it's like not worth their time, then maybe you could change the culture enough that people are going outside or doing something else. That's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I'm saying in the short term, if you're not even getting 5%, nobody's changing their behavior. The bigger problem is the smartphone. I agree. I think the problem at the end of the day is the smartphone. The smartphone is fucking addictive. Like, we can be real. Gotcha games are probably more psychologically addictive than social media. Like, there's so many things in your phone that are more designed to be as addictive or more addictive. There's so many ways. And if they're going to whack-a-mole each individual app, there's always going to be a next app who's very addictive. So, I don't know, man. A smartphone restriction, or like if the smartphone itself can't do anything other than call until you're 16. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But that's a flip phone though, bro. Yeah, but you buy the phone, or it can like just watch things, or it can just watch Atrioc's channel on YouTube, I guess. You know, maybe it's like has one account on there and you can just watch my thing, full retention watch time. If I could get a flip phone that had everything I actually needed, I would switch today. People are doing this. People are already doing this, bro. I mean, I'm fucking unk. In school, I had a flip phone. I didn't get a smartphone until like senior year of high school. That's crazy. That sounds so unk now. I didn't get a smartphone till late. And I used to have the fucking it was the Sidekick? No, actually I didn't have the Sidekick. That one was too beast. I had the Razor. Motorola Razor. This is what I had. This phone was so gangster, dude. I will say, there's something about slamming a phone shut, snapping it, that's unmatched. It's unmatched. The way this shit looked was gas. And you'd be texting in class with you learn T9. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. But I turned out terribly. So, like, my brain is mush. So what did it do? I didn't have social media, and I'm still fucking dumb as shit. So maybe this doesn't do anything. Maybe they should start younger. Ban Cocomelon, bro. Honestly, letting YouTube Kids through is the biggest thing that pisses me off. Because YouTube Kids like 90% Roblox crap and Spider-Man Elsa and like all that shit's just rotting their brain. Are parental locks a thing for phones? Yeah, I think so. No, but I think the main thing here is that they've realized that parents won't do it. Like, the obvious thing to say is like, oh, put it on the parents. But the parents will not do it. Just it as a whole, as a society-wide thing, parents won't stop it. So that can't be the strategy. The parents are cooked too. I mean, fucking honestly, yeah. Honestly, yeah. So I do think we talk a lot about brain rot like hitting kids as if it's not hitting everyone of all ages at the same time. like I do think we over focus on children because I know every adult that I know, myself included, is somewhat affected, but I know some adults who are severely affected. I know people who are older than me, parents, friends, who are nonstop scrolling that shit or they send AI slop reels. Aiden is 27. He can't even speak a full sentence. Okay? So I think the impact is bigger than just kids. I do think actually, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, what if we just banned social media? What if we just, it's not about kids or anything. What if we just got rid of this fucking shit, bro? Or just like algorithms. I don't know. What if you literally I don't know, that's crazy to say, but what if you just couldn't have a short form algorithmic feed? I don't know. I think that shit just, I want to make my case here because people, I think a lot of people love scrolling, bro. And I scroll plenty. Okay? I scroll plenty. But be honest with me. When you scroll short form video for an hour, let's say even less, let's say 45 minutes, do you not feel that you are training your brain to, at the first sign of boredom, switch something else? You're training your brain to whenever you get micro bored for 1 second, your attention span goes and it makes you harder to focus on movies, harder to focus on books, harder to focus on anything. Because short form video has taught your neurons that the first thing to do is shift whenever you're. And so I think it destroys your ability to do any kind of deep work. And I think we're like society-wide just dunking everybody in that vat at the same time, like a massive experiment. And the results are bad. It's just bad, dude. So I don't know the solution. I really don't. I wish I had a more confident solution to advocate for, but I do feel the urge to do something, and I get that impetus. Back in school, before I had a smartphone, all I did was read. Any and all free time, all I did was read. Ever since I got a smartphone, I have never read a book since. I mean, I can relate to this because I think, I read a lot as a kid. I read a lot of like Animorphs and a lot of, teen books or whatever. My main inspiration for reading them was like, I don't want to be bored. I was bored. It's like you could read it in class. You could read it on the bus. You could read it. Like the only reason I read it is because there's nothing else to do. And so you'd read a lot. And when if I had a hyper addictive phone with like some sick fucking games on it or a great YouTuber like Atrioc to watch, why am I going to read a fucking book? I feel like a good way to combat it could be getting rid of the infinite scrolling autoplaying feature. Dude, what would be an interesting idea? Wait, hear me out. I just have an interesting idea. Wait a minute. I just had a fucking great idea. Okay. Every day we pick a 2-hour block. Let's say 5 to 7 p.m. is the Daily Scroll. And everybody in the country gets this maybe it's from 6 to 7. From 6 to 7. It's the Daily Scroll, bro. And we all make it a thing. It becomes like a cultural event. Like everybody gets online and posts their shit from their day and we all watch it and commenting, and then it ends. And you go back to fucking, it would be like church. Time zones? No, it'd be by country. It'd be by country. But like everybody would just have that, like we'd look forward to it. Like, I can't wait for the scroll, dude. I want to see what's on there today. And you'd watch it and then you go talk about it. The Daily Scroll would be kind of hype, dude. I think that would be kind of sick. The social media version of The Purge. It's not really The Purge though. It's just like you turn it, it's like how sometimes it's better when shows still release one episode a week because it's fun to talk about it instead of doing like a binge of all the episodes at once. It's kind of like that, but for social media. It's like you limit it so everybody gets to make it a cultural thing. It's like you're probably going to see similar stuff because it's all in this one. So you have things to talk about. It's like a digital siesta. Holy fuck, it is. It's a digital siesta. Wait a minute. I kind of think it's fire. Low key, the Daily Scroll is kind of like, it's kind of hype, dude. I'm kind of on board. His writing is this fire? How do you enforce it? The same way they're enforcing this one. But it's easier because, so right now they say Facebook, you can't allow under 16-year-olds on their platform. And Facebook goes, okay, we'll add AI face scan. We did it. But they know the face scan fucking sucks. And they know the government doesn't know about AI. And so, it's like a thing. But if the government says, hey, you have to ban everyone in Australia from using it any hours of the day other than 6 to 7 or 6 to 8, whatever. Okay? Then it's like harder to avoid. They have to do that. I'll just use VPN. Yes, of course you could use VPN. There's always going to be a way around it, as we said. But if it's society-wide, the vast majority of people, especially if you're whack-a-moling the VPNs, it becomes this thing. It becomes a thing. It becomes a cultural thing. Just make better books. You think that's the problem? You think the whole thing could be fixed? Social media's algorithmic hold over our lives if they just wrote more fire books? The problem is not that like people can't focus on reading. It's because there's no banger. Okay, wait a minute. I will say this. You might be onto something because. Okay, look at this chart. Go back to this chart, dude. The chart of decline of reading. This kind of tracks exactly with the decline of George R.R. Martin's ability to finish a fucking book. Ever since he stopped writing Game of Thrones, bro, people stopped fucking reading. If he just finished the fucking Winds of Winter, we might save society. Wait a fucking minute. J.K. Rowling held it down for us in the 2000s. If J.K. Rowling didn't become addicted to Twitter and hating on people, and she went back to writing Harry Potter 2, well, I guess Harry Potter 2 already exists, Harry Potter DLC spinoffs, then fucking kids would be reading again. Every kid I knew in the 4th grade read that book. And now what? No one's reading. Does anyone still make Captain Underpants anymore? The kids read that. What happened to Captain Underpants? He's a dog now? Why would a dog wear underpants? This is the fucking decline of society. The Bible is the last non-woke book. Yeah, well, the Bible is around and available, and that's not working, so. Maybe they need to release a new Bible, which is like the same thing, but written for brain-rotted Zoomers. And it's advertised as the non-woke Bible. And it's like, Sanat 6:7 is the verse. That could actually be fucking fire, dude. That could be fucking fire. That might actually cook. The Bible. Dude, the Bible. I saw this video when I was looking at this. There was a video called Why Everyone is Quitting Social Media from 3 months ago. They got 3 million views. And I thought it'd be interesting to watch because I don't think everyone's quitting social media, but clearly some are. So
over the past 5 years, social media has gone through one of the most dramatic transformations since it began. The platforms that once promised connection, community, and a voice for everyone have devolved into something much more harmful. Viral stunts, immature pranks, choreographed dances, also heightened levels of anxiety, depression, and the disruption of the very fabric of society. I want to explore why social media has gotten so much worse recently, and the quiet but growing rebellion against it that has the very architects of the system on edge. This video is sponsored by Headspace. More about them later. So I think we can learn a lot about the problems with social media today by looking at how Instagram promotes its own app. If you go to the login page, it says, sign up to see photos and videos from your friends. What a load of shit. Anyone that uses Instagram knows this just isn't true and is far from the content machine it's become. But it does give us a clue into the challenges this company and every social media platform is facing today, and why the distance is growing between what people want and what they're getting. Jack Conte.
It's funny they say that. They advertise it that way, but under oath, when they were sued by the FTC, they said, we're not a social media company. And they showed a graph saying the majority of their users don't even watch content from friends and family. They watch it from influencers and from celebrities and from content farms. Like percentage-wise, people just watch essentially like short-form TV is what it is. It's like it's just content. People open these apps to fill time with content and ads. So like they admit that in court, but then advertise themselves as like it's friendly connection, which is like a very small percentage of what people actually do.
The co-founder and CEO of Patreon has spent years thinking about the economics of the internet and has seen from the front lines just how drastically social media has changed since it was first introduced. Jack, thank you so much for being here. Question number one, what the happened to Instagram?
Oh man, I love that question. Okay. Here's what happened. Web 2 sort of emerged in like 2005. Web 2 companies were like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. The amazing thing about Web 2 was you could like subscribe to a creator. You could follow them, and then you would see the rest of their work as it came to you in the future. This was a new thing. Before Web 2, the internet was mostly read-only. Like you log in via AOL or something, and you like can just like read the news. But the amazing thing about Web 2 was, for the first time, like people could upload, they could share, they could like broadcast their ideas. And the most profound piece of internet architecture came out of that time, was this thing called the follow.
As Jack explained it, the follow gave you the power. You decided who you liked, who you wanted to hear from, and who you wanted to fill your feed. It felt like your corner of the internet, a personalized space built around real connections and genuine interests.
I only subscribe to people and watch videos that make me happy, inspire me, make me feel positive, uplift me.
But that version of social media didn't last. The idealistic vision was great for users, but not for investors. Once these platforms went public, they faced a new challenge. How do you turn connection into profit? We all know what happened next. Social platforms started to run ads, and ads made them a lot of money. So they scaled the model. Grow larger, show more ads. Get more users, show more ads. Hold users' attention for longer, show more ads. Get more data on who your customer is, their hopes, fears, and dreams, sell more expensive ads.
The customer of Facebook is the advertiser. What the advertiser wants from consumers is attention. And what Facebook has built is a machine that converts attention into revenue. That is the Facebook machine. Everything about the financial system is set up to hold Facebook accountable for revenue growth. What that does is it aims the entire financial system, hundreds of years of financial infrastructure, it aims that entire system of accountability and discipline at sucking attention away from humanity. That's the problem. That is the problem.
You say these things like they are my fault, and yet they are not.
Well, you did create a platform with a monetary incentive for people to spread misinformation.
Bo Burnham recently summed it up well. Tech companies aren't satisfied with just a piece of your time. They want it all.
They are now trying to colonize every minute of your life. That is what these people are trying to do. Every single free moment you have is a moment you could be looking at your phone and they could be gathering information to target ads at you. That's what's happening.
When the biggest tech companies in the world are competing for your attention, they'll design features that exploit every human vulnerability they can find. Even the smallest change can have a really big impact, like infinite scroll. No, not a never.
What if we simply don't be vulnerable? Do you know what I'm saying? What if we just like are built differently? Like if we're just like grit our teeth and tank it. You know what I'm saying? Then if your brain has no weaknesses, they can never take advantage of you.
Ending pastry, something much more nefarious. Before this feature existed, websites had pages, natural breaks that let you decide whether to keep going or to stop. In 2006, interface designer Asa Raskin came up with an idea to replace those breaks with a never-ending feed. What seemed like a small improvement quickly became one of the most influential changes in how we use the internet today. Without a stopping point and an endless stream of content, this simple feature can quietly steal hundreds of hours from your life every year. Asa himself says he regrets creating it.
I was blind to how it was going to get picked up and used not for people, but against people. And this was actually a huge lesson for me, that me sitting here optimizing an interface for one individual is sort of like, that was morally good. But being blind to how it was going to be used.
I mean, it would have gotten invented either way. It's not like insane. And someone would have figured it out, but it is crazy.
Globally was sort of globally amoral at best, or maybe even a little immoral.
In a world where apps rise and fall overnight, the social media giants have learned to move fast or risk becoming the next MySpace. When a feature works on one platform, it doesn't stay there for long. It's copied, repackaged, and rolled out everywhere. We've seen this happen with...
Yeah, which is why every single platform has turned into short-form, infinite scrolling video. Everything is just short-form, vertical TV in bite-sized chunks. Because it's the most effective at hacking our brains. So we just have like... For real, even LinkedIn. Even fucking LinkedIn! And it's all peak. Pasicho has all the different apps open at once, always scrolling and just reveling in it. It's absolute peak.
Pretty much every fast-growing app, from Snapchat to Be Real, and of course,
TikTok.
TikTok explodes in popularity.
It's surging in popularity here in the U.S.
15-year-old Charlie D'Amelio's new favorite pastime is making up dance moves for the social media app TikTok.
This group of 20 talented content creators is part of a growing trend of young social media stars snapping up big real estate so they can physically be together to make videos 24/7.
We're definitely like the two most hated. Definitely
the most cringiest.
Like they're literally called blueberry because their hair is blue.
Yeah.
And then I'm orange, so like, oh my god, the orange and the blueberry.
What has happened over the last 5 years is really profound. TikTok came onto the scene, and TikTok's major innovation, I think people think, oh, TikTok is vertical first short form video. But that's not TikTok's major innovation. I think that's a red herring. What TikTok did that was truly different and innovative was TikTok said, oh, you know these concepts of feeds that people are using where you have your followers and you scroll through a feed and you see people you follow? TikTok said, forget about following. We're going to rebuild your feed from scratch based on who we think you're going to like. Not who you've chosen to follow, but what the platform thinks you will spend time on. And we're gonna optimize it for time spent.
Yeah.
Well, TikTok
I said earlier, like, subscribers don't matter on YouTube at all anymore. Not at all, dude. They completely got rid of it from the hour. It doesn't matter. Who subscribes to you means like nothing. It's just the fucking algo. It's just whether or not you hit the right watch time on people.
TikTok might say that its For You feed democratized the internet. Suddenly, anyone could reach millions, regardless of their follower count. And simultaneously, viewers could discover creators they'd never heard of. On the surface, it looks like a win-win. But in reality, this change had far worse consequences. In Johan Hari's best-selling book, Stolen Focus, he documents exactly what went wrong when these platforms rolled out these kinds of feeds.
The algorithm is neutral about the question of whether it wants you to be calm or angry. That's not its concern. It only cares about one thing. Will you keep scrolling? Unfortunately, there's a quirk of human behavior. On average.
This guy's a good scroller. Whether it's good or bad or not, I respect this consistent, solid scroll. He's adapting really quickly and picking out their smart things. He's a pro. I feel like I'm kind of like wishy-washy when I'm scrolling and I'm trying to like take 5 seconds to figure it out. And it's like, I'm wasting time. This guy's scroll maxed.
We will stare at something negative and outrageous for a lot longer than we will stare at something positive and calm.
Go like this. No, Mom, I'm actually seriously crying. No, I know, but go like this for the video.
Social media has turned into a model that serves the platforms more than the creators or the audience. And as a result, people are starting to turn against it, and they don't have any plans to come back. So for me, when it comes to incorporating technology into my life, it's not about getting off the grid and living in a cave. It's about finding balance. I want technology to add value to my life, to help me find purpose, meaning, get clarity, and help quiet those late night thoughts about the rise of fascism, the collapse of the global economy, and the possibility that this country might be run by lizard people. That's where my sponsor, Headspace, comes in.
What? Headspace.
It's really easy to romanticize the past. Social media was never this perfect beacon of civilization. Early on, it gave us internet stalking, endless cringe, and yeah, a couple beheading videos.
Smosh Mortal Kombat is not endless cringe.
Us internet stalking, endless cringe, and yeah, a couple beheading videos. But it's gotten objectively worse. Even as we see an explosion.
He's coming after Family Guy clips? That's the Library of Alexandria of the internet. Family Guy clips are the ancient scrolls that keep this shit together. That's like reading the texts. Okay? You're gonna get rid of College Humor next? No. They need to get rid of things that people younger than me like. Not things that I like.
Illusion of creativity with independent creators producing thoughtful, hilarious, and inspiring work. These voices are often getting drowned out by professional grifters, fast-moving trends, high-production clickbait, and AI-generated content, most of which are surfacing above the people that we chose to follow in the first place. What was once pitched as a town square now feels more like reality TV on crack. Meta itself admitted during the FTC trial recently that just 7% of time spent on Instagram in 2025 is spent viewing content from friends.
I think social media has become less social. Like, it's more about just consuming this kind of highly commodified content. And it's more about lifestyle aspiration, things that you are moving toward in your own life, not just like what's going on around you and how are you relating to your friends and family. I mean, to me, that kind of removes the purpose of social media.
This trend of pushing viral content over personal connections has led to more profit in the short term, but there's a huge problem. Even though the usage numbers are still high, public sentiment is turning against TikTok and Instagram. People are starting to hate it.
I've been in a few dark places in my life, and a lot of it was influenced by social comparison of social media.
I was getting to the point with social media where I felt completely detached from reality.
I was more irritated with my daughter. I was comparing my marriage to other people's marriage. I felt more insecure about my face, my hair, my body.
According to a recent poll, 2/3 of 16 to 24-year-olds think social media does more harm than good. Plus, half think that they spent too much time on it when they were younger. As journalists...
That's crazy because, like, it's funny that if you poll them, they'll say it's bad, but if you say, should we ban it, they'll say no. Like, don't say, like, yeah, it's fucking horrible. Ruins my life. Do not take it away. Do not take it. It's like addict behavior. It is like addiction.
Gabby Hinsliff wrote, "This isn't how someone talks about something they love, but how you look back on a relationship that was in retrospect making you miserable."
There's a fundamental mismatch between the way our brains are wired and this behavior of exposing yourself to stimuli with intermittent rewards throughout all of your waking hours. So it's one thing to spend a couple hours at the slot machine in Las Vegas, but if you bring a slot machine with you and you pull that handle all day long from when you wake up to when you go to bed, we're not wired from it. It short circuits the brain, and we're starting to find that it has actual cognitive consequences, one of them being this sort of pervasive background hum of anxiety.
I don't understand how the current model even works. Like, it doesn't make sense to me because I speak to very few people that say, oh, I love Instagram. Oh, it's a joy. I open up Instagram every day and just like, it's a blast scrolling through. How does this all work? Like, why are people using these platforms if they're making them miserable?
There is a difference between what we value and what we attend to. That is the core of the pain we're feeling, is that we will pay attention to lots of things that aren't important to us, that don't bring our lives meaning and joy.
I definitely wouldn't skip that one. That's a heater. What can you say, bro? That's a heater. Yeah, that's you don't scroll past it. Is it good for society? Is it good for my brain? No.
That don't better us over the long term, that don't enable and help our brains and psyches and make us feel good and strong and better. We'll pay attention to all kinds of shit that is not good for us. I know what the fuck is going on. I work at Patreon. I work at a tech company.
Dude, I don't even think those were that bad. Like the real fucked thing you see on social media nowadays is shit that is designed to enrage people in the comments. Like when you know that's the shit that the people that created it knew it would cause a fight. It's just rage bait. That shit is it's cancerous, bro, because it's like 24/7 just trying to get people fucking angry at each other. Just to be online mad at the world, mad at other people, feeling like everyone's a fucking idiot. Yeah. Yeah, the way I see it the most is like all the gender war stuff. There's just all these videos that are designed to make men hate women and women hate men, dude. And they just go to different people. And even if you watch the same video, you get served different comments. It's crazy. And it's like nonstop. Especially for young people.
Seeing these systems from the inside, I personally had to set a time limit on Instagram on my phone to stop myself from going. I had to set a 10-minute time limit. And I do that now. And I don't give myself more than 10 minutes. Like I had to...
You do see different comments, by the way. Just 100% proven. Like, I saw this example where a guy and his girlfriend opened the same video. And the guy sees all the comments being like, haha, that bitch is such an idiot. And then the girl sees the comments like, wow, that guy was just a loser. You know, like the comments are algorithmically sent to give you the impression that people will agree with you or whatever. And it's the same interaction. And so we're just, it's like one of the most poisonous things. Like that is the core of what I think is like ripping society apart. Because we just read this book, When Everyone Knows That Everyone Knows. And it's kind of about how human beings need social proof to act. And, you know, we're very monkey see, monkey do type animals. And social media just hijacks that and makes you think like everyone who disagrees with you is the dumbest person in the world. And there's a huge amount of people that agree with you on whatever your craziest opinion is. And it like really, our brains aren't built for that. It makes you a worse person. It makes you, I don't know. It's negative, man.
Draw a hard line because these systems are so powerful.
I remember when I did my first social media detox back in 2018, I quit all the apps for 30 days. At the time, this was still considered pretty new, if not socially unacceptable. You really felt like you were going to miss out on what your friends were up to. It's different now. Now you're only missing out on some viral trends and a quick hit of dopamine. Digital detoxes and social media cleanses aren't fringe anymore. They're everywhere. Minimalist phones and dumb apps are getting more and more popular. Concerts and venues are asking people to put their phones in bags or cover their cameras.
Dude, I have seen in LA, they're having no phone shows. No phone shows for concerts. And no one's allowed to have a phone. It's kind of hype. It kind of hype. People out there living in the mo. You get a fucking, one photo at the end, everyone looks like they're actually into it. It's actually kind of sick. It's actually a good idea.
With stickers to encourage people to be more present.
Put your phones away.
In real life, organizations and groups like the Offline Club are popping up everywhere, encouraging people to ditch their phones and meet in person. And a lot more people, myself included, are going one step further and deleting these apps outright.
I want to get my life back, and I feel like the only way to do this is to break up with the internet.
I've decided to basically quit social media.
No Instagram, no TikTok.
The problem is everybody quitting social media does so in a social media post with they got like a content creator mic and they're fucking talking about it and they're checking the comments on their fucking social media quitting post. Does everyone think it was cool? It's like, no, it's just not. It's not. You gotta just do it if you're gonna do it.
Decided to basically quit social media.
No Instagram, no TikTok, no Twitter, nothing.
I don't have social media. I'm better than you. I'm frolicking in the woods, scavenging ingredients to make my life whole.
Dude, this is why the Daily Scroll would solve all our problems, bro. Nobody has to performatively quit. It's just 1 hour a day. The Daily Scroll, bro. I swear to God, I think I cooked.
The growing pushback and the rising dissatisfaction among users is a serious problem for social platforms. None of them want people to dislike or regret their experience, but they can't help themselves. They're caught between satisfying users and generating profit. And within a system built for endless growth, their choice is always going to be for the latter. The one thing that might stop them is if this pushback grows enough to hurt their bottom line.
It's already part of the public consciousness and the public conversation. So it seems to me that we're in this pivotal moment for humans right now. If I really step back, I actually have a lot of hope. And I have hope because humanity's only been trying to figure this out for 2 decades. Like, the internet is brand new, and it's pervasive and dramatic, and it represents a massive change for human communication and organization. It's gonna take humans a little while to figure that out.
Thanks so much to Jack for sitting down to chat with me for this video. Check out the links in the description to learn more about what he's up to. And thanks again to Headspace. Don't forget to grab 60 days free with my link, headspace.com/MattDiavella.
That was a good video. I agree somewhat with what that guy said at the end, the Instagram guy, or the Patreon guy, I'm sorry. We've talked about this thing called like social antibodies, where your body gets a disease and it has to take a while to make antibodies against it. We took a long time to, like, as a society, recognize that everyone smoking is bad. And we had to slowly but surely, like, get rules and regulations and societal changes to make smoking less popular. And it took, this is like a 50-year gap, right? This is the British one, but the American one's similar. To go from, like, half of all adults smoking to, like, 10. Now, the problem is, we got this down to nothing, and then vapes came out, and now it's back up. But, like, this was a long battle. And I feel like the battle with internet addiction and algorithms and social media is a similar thing. I think it's going to be like this. Like, we're going to slowly but surely have to fight the companies and our own addictions to make changes. Hopefully we can do it faster than this. But this is what I think we will make progress. I don't think it's like doomed. But I do think we got to move quicker. I think we got to move quicker. People for real be using cigs to get off vapes now? We backslided a bit. If people are using cigarettes to quit vapes, we're kind of backsliding, bro. You know, it's worth saying, though, you know, something about a cigarette being finite. There's a finite amount in the pack, and it's a finite amount of length of time when you're smoking it, versus the infinite scroll of the vape is worse. Smoking cigarettes is a social aspect to it? Yeah. I mean, smoking cigarettes is more social than social media. So we should get everybody under 16 in Australia to smoke cigarettes. If we get all the kids on cigs, they'll have to go out on the playground to smoke, and they'll make friends, and they'll play footy. Oh, they already do. It's Australia. What are we talking about? They already do, bro. They already fucking do. The Touch Grass Initiative? How about the Smoke Grass to Touch Grass Initiative? Make every kid smoke weed and then put them out in like a field where they can just fucking hang out and vibe. Call that shit the green out, dude. Zaza with John Pork. I don't know how Australia's going to go in the next election cycle. I do know that every under 16-year-old on TikTok was saying, you tried to ban our social media. In 2 years, we're going to vote. They were all mass posting it already. They were like, we're voting soon, and you're going to see what this ban does. They're, you know, it's like, all right, first of all, you're not going to fucking vote. They'll forget which one did it. Yeah, it is mandatory, actually. You're right. Maybe they will. Yeah, interesting discussion, I will say. Interesting discussion, I will say. What did I want to... I had something I want to tell you guys about. It wasn't just Left. It was something else. Right on the tip of my tongue, and you guys are going to be so interested in it. It was so interesting. It was like a Oh, dude. Yeah, here's what it was. I mean, you guys aren't going to really care, I guess. You're not going to really care. It's really more about me. But I'll say it anyway because it's really funny. It's a little life hack I'm going to tell you guys about. Okay. This is a chart. I'm hiding the numbers, but you can get the gist. This chart is the revenue graph for Big A, the Big A channel. Okay? You'll notice there's like this massive fucking spike. Like the most massive fucking spike. Okay? Right here. What the fuck is this? Well, I don't know. So I look into it, right? I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Because this is the most money I've ever made in a single day on content. This is like an absurd amount of money. This is more than the main channel's ever made by a lot. It's like a lot of money. Okay? So I look into it. It's no, it's not the Newsom thing. That's what you'd think, right? It's not the Newsom thing. It is. So when you upload a video, you get paid based on your CPM. Your CPM is how much money you make for every 1,000 views. Okay? My average CPM for the channel Big A is like, I don't know, $6, $7. It's like $6-7. It's pretty good. It's not whatever. Okay? But when I uploaded the video about Black Friday, apparently my YouTube channel got put in the advertiser algorithm for like Black Friday deals or like companies that wanted to buy ad space and people talking about Black Friday. People are like, hey, they thought people might be searching for like Black Friday shopping deals or Black Friday. So I got put into that. So for that video and like right around that time, my CPM went to $28. Which is like triple the highest it's ever been. And so my revenue just fucking skyrocketed. It's back to normal now, by the way. It's not, but for that period, even though the video was like shitting on Black Friday, the whole video was like Black Friday's a fucking scam now. It's dead this year anyway. But like because I was in the right title section, I made insane money. So I thought I'd share with you a little behind the scenes inside baseball here because that was really funny to me. I saw that spike and I had to dig into it. I was like, what the fuck's going on? What? Might be a bit long, but it's very interesting. You can afford to refill the PayPal now? Honestly, no, I can't. Drug addiction. Big A, who should I follow on Substack? Charlie XCX. She started a Substack to seem cool. It's very brat. You should watch. She's talking about. Atrioc Substack win. A Substack employee reached out to me to do it, but I was like, bro, I already don't finish my visual slides for stream. And now I'm going to have to write. Dude, you know, it was so funny. People were tagging me in it. Michael Burry's been hyping up this big Substack about GameStop. Michael Burry was hyping it up. And then when it came the day of release, he was like, dude, I'm not finished. And I got tagged just like Marketing Monday, bro. He's like, bro, I couldn't finish. It's very classic. Classic. At least that shows he's not fucking ChatGPTing it. What up, Isto? Isto, did you see that Team Cherry stole your idea of doing a free DLC? I think they credited you. They said that is an Isto idea, and they were going to do it. They said after you set the standard of a free DLC, they were going to charge $50 for the DLC. Who leaked? What do you mean? DLC that's been out? That was our one secret weapon? Oh, I see. Yeah. Isto, if you sue them, the past has shown they will hire you. Yeah, you should sue Team Cherry and then get absorbed into the Team Cherry empire. Why is Isto here? Shouldn't he be in the coding dungeon? I assume you mean the marketing dungeon because I do all the coding for the games. And I've been hard at work. I did code something, but I vibe coded it. Okay. So I didn't really code it at all. I did make something though. I did something. It's like because I have Visual Basic Studio because Doug made me do that coding tutorial. And I was trying to find an app that specifically tracked what I wanted to track. I was like, I want to track 5 things every day. And I want to have a calendar that I can have a green check mark that fills it out. And the app didn't exist. It wasn't easy. So I went to fucking Gemini or ChatGPT, I don't know which one. And I was like, I would like to make a fucking app that does this. And then it gave me something and I tweaked it a little bit. And then I was like, okay, fix this. It's not perfect, but I did make this. Okay. I didn't make it. Actually, I'm not taking any credit. I just fucking prompted it. I fucking prompted it, if you want to be honest. Okay. Show the app. Okay, but this is not the current one. This has the wrong 5 things. This is like the test 5 things. Okay, but this is how it would work. Okay. 60-day daily commitment tracker. And you can see, you can fill it up. You can fill up the bar. Then it goes green. If you do all 5, it goes green. It's so awesome. It's all I wanted. It's all I wanted, dude. And then you skip a day and you feel bad about it. And then I'm like, oh, damn, I noticed that I'm not completing my tasks. I'm a full stack engineer. Okay, I'm not. Obviously, I don't know shit about coding. But I will say, I have friends who are engineers, and I'm hearing more and more, this is all they're fucking doing with their time. They're fucking doing this with their fucking time. Not the really good ones, but most of them. Dude, some guy yesterday, engineer at a big tech company, was saying that he's so lazy now, he installed a foot pedal that activates voice commands for chat for Opus, and he just presses the foot pedal and talks out loud what he wants made. That's all he does. His whole workday is pressing the foot pedal and talking. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy, dude. And this person was complaining about their job. I was like, bro, what? That sounds easy as streaming. That's how you become a great coder. Yeah, you can tell because he put a lot of effort in. You still need to review the code it shits out or it's not going to be good. That's the fucking trick everyone figured out. They use the AI to make slop, and they push the slop onto someone else. And that other person has to do the work of fixing it. It's the power of work slop, dude. People write up fucking long emails, or they make fucking task reports, or they make fucking note take, and they just dump this file on other human beings who eventually have to figure out the actual truth of the matter and do something. They just pass the slop. Senior software engineer here. I literally sit in front of Gemini like 8 hours a day. I even broke production. Oh well, LOL. It's gotten deep, man. They don't know what they started. I feel dumber by the second. Holy giga jam, bro. The fucking honesty. The raw honesty. That's what the internet was built for. Oh, I didn't even mention that in the social media thing, but like, okay, they didn't ban any of the AI apps. So there's also a chance that even if they ban all these kids from social media, they're just going to make like fucking digital AI friends and talk to them. Till their brains melt out of their head that way. I will recreate TikTok in the aggregate. To just opening Netflix, but changing the movie every 8 seconds to recreate TikTok in your mind. And then having some people like subtly bully you or get you angry. Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. I saw a thing where a teacher was so mad at all of their or a lot of their students writing their final paper with ChatGPT that she wrote this thing and she was like, the only thing you're really failing is yourself. So instead of doing the final paper and instead of doing our final project next week, I'm just going to give you all 100%. You clearly don't care about learning anything. And I just want to send you this grave warning that if you don't put in the effort, it'll hit you later. And it was a powerful message. But like, I was thinking of my brain, if I was like in college at the time, I'd be like, all right, fuck yeah. More League of Legends. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wouldn't affect me at all. I would fucking be pogging. So it's fucked, man. I think she's right. I think she's cosmically right. I know some people are like, oh, fucking boomer cares about reading, but I think reading, even just a little bit, helps you like structure your thoughts in a way that isn't fucking Swiss cheese brain. And if we get rid of it, I don't think democracy works. People can't read, bro. I think if people can't, I think if we're all fucking anxious, high-strung, on-edge, easily manipulated social media addicts, how does it work? How do you actually think about, what if it's fictional reading? Yeah, of course. I'm talking about any reading, not fictional or non-fictional. And I do think there's a marketing problem with reading where they only make it boring as fuck in school. They need to fucking ground one switch it. They need to make it as interesting as possible. They need to like try to make it appealing. They try to find books you're interested in, that's it. They should not try to fucking make it boring. They're doing a disservice. Teach One Piece in school? Bro, you say that? I think that'd be fine. If they read One Piece, that's good. That's awesome. That's better. I'm literally saying start from anywhere. Just like a physical piece of, that doesn't have to be physical, whatever. It could be Kindle, but like reading. Mate, I had to write a 6-page essay connecting Freudian theory to Spider-Man. Shit's hard. Trying to fuck Aunt May? What shit are you trying to write? What are you fucking writing? What are you fucking writing, bro? Atrioc, I just asked my little brother about reading and he said, nah, that shit's boring and gay. Caught? Argument dismantled so easily. Fact check true. Fucking truth nuke. Shit. Owned by facts and logic in the marketplace of ideas. Yeah, it's kind of cooked. Let me check if Ari won to do dispatch. If not, well, let me see. Ooh, she's watching Home Alone. She's watching the movie Home Alone for her yearly watch of Home Alone. Can you tell her I say hi and I miss her? Nope, I won't tell her that, Maisie. I'm going to tell her you hate her, and I'm going to try and subtly, like, ice your friendship out. Okay, I'll die then. Like it says, I love that. That's right. That's so funny. Yes, I will tell her. We hope to see you guys. Uber Eats Wrapped by SNL. Fuck it, let's watch it. Uber Eats Wrapped. Funny. Woohoo. Hee ho ho. Did you watch the latest Knives Out? It was cinema. I loved it. Yeah, I watched it. I'll tell you this, though. I did not guess it. I won't spoil anything. There's a new Knives Out? Yup. Benoit Blanc had that shit on. He did. Oh. I won't spoil anything. Well, okay. This is not a spoiler. If you want absolutely nothing, this will not spoil anything, but I would tell you. If you want absolutely nothing, then don't listen. I'll move my hand off my hat when I'm done talking. Okay. Not a spoiler. I did this product placement video where I talked about the director, Rian Johnson, saying in Knives Out 1 that the villain always has an Android and the good guys have iPhones. Okay? In this movie, Knives Out 3, he makes fun of that and gives every suspect an iPhone. Every single suspect has an iPhone, including whoever the bad person is. Okay? Like he got around his own rule. It's not spoiler. That's not spoiler. That's not spoiler. Because it doesn't narrow it down. It wasn't his rule. It was Apple. No, I understand that. Thank you. You think the fucking director invented a rule to make Apple look great? Thanks for fucking correcting. You fucking most helpful chatter in the world. Show us your phone. I'm the murderer, bro. This is a fuck. I also got some greasy ass fingers. I'm leaving some fucking grease on this fucking. Yeah, it's a fucking Android, bro. You got a problem? And I open it, and do you know what I see? Great Britain, 1814 to 1914, Pax Britannica. Why was I reading about that? Why was I reading about that? Fucking get a life. Reminiscing of your childhood? Yeah, I guess. You play TFT on that phone? Why not get a Samsung Fold instead? You know what? Why not just get a fucking Apple iVision Pro and then sit in the corner of the room and play TFT in full immersion? Why not just get a fucking gigantic screen as big as a fucking map and play it on that? Maybe because I'm not optimizing for the maximum amount of time I can spend fucking playing TFT. Yes, please, God, for all time. Get a 2007 Sidekick. I play TFT in a projector room. You know, you can rent out like an IMAX. Dude, renting out an IMAX theater to play TFT. To make people watch you. That'd be the dream, bro. Thank you, everybody, for the 8 months. Thank you for the 8 months. Hey, Big A, just rolled credits on Silksong for the first time. Only started playing the game because of you. I'm glad you enjoyed it, bro. It's a great fucking game. Great fucking game. Roll credits. There's still more to do. A lot of really good stuff, I would just tell you. I'm not spoiling anything, but okay. I think I am going to end early. Because I was going to play Dispatch. That was my plan. And Ari doesn't want to do it. So I think I'm going to go watch not Home Alone with my wife. I will play with you. I'm halfway through with Ari. Linkus, so I can't But Maisie, Linkus, and I, and anyone else that we can get, we're going to play Fortnite when Harry Potter comes out. When is that? When is Harry Potter Fortnite? Harry Potter Fortnite comes out. I mean, they're just tweeting about it, but I don't see when it is. It's soon. It's fucking soon. And I'm going to teach you the ways of the millennial. Okay? It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. Okay? This week. Guys, deuces, thanks for watching. Shorter stream today. Back tomorrow. I'm going to try to go live fucking earlier. And I really want to play Dispatch. So we'll figure that out. Sevens, appreciate you. Goodbye. Good night. Good luck. Godspeed. We'll raid small ants. 07s. A little dispatch. Goodbye.